Hi, this is Debra Russell, and today we are going to talk about the Master's Path. Understanding the Master's Path has been one of the most important insights I've been able to utilize, both for myself and for my clients, to help create long-term success and fulfillment. And it's actually really simple. Here's a graph that demonstrates the elements of the Master's Path. These upward sections with the red arrows are called growth phases. These are the times when we really feel the growth. A metaphor I like to use is takeoff when we're flying. At least from a sensation perspective, you can feel the motion, you can feel the movement. These next sections here are the inevitable post-growth dips, or leveling out that comes after a growth phase. For the non-master, this dip can be a real shock, and it can feel like a letdown or disappointment. This next section here is the progress phase, which is how we really get to our destination. Of course, takeoff's necessary, but the majority of the trip is the time you're going cross-country, for example, if you were going from LA to New York. But you don't necessarily feel the progress. In an airplane, you can even feel like you're not moving at all. And at the end of a progress phase, there's another inevitable dip. But this one now is in preparation for your next growth phase. Using the airplane metaphor, we have to descend in order to begin another flight. Today, I'm going to share 3 different approaches people take who embark on a journey to get what they really desire: the Dabbler, the Stressor, and the Master. Now, most people enjoy the growth phases. We get excited and enthusiastic with what we're learning, and we're feeling that sensation of getting results. However, dabblers especially enjoy the growth phases. You might even say they get addicted to them, to the point that when they feel that inevitable post-growth dip that comes, they definitely feel that sense of a letdown, and they have very little patience for the progress phase that follows. So they begin to look for something else to do. The second approach is that of the stressor. Stressors like dabblers have little patience for the progress phase, but it shows up differently. They don't look for something else to do, but instead they start pushing and forcing themselves and their team sometimes toward the next growth phase. The problem is they frequently shortcut the progress phase, which inevitably leads to a crash at some point. Imagine you're trying to build a 10-story building but continually shortcut the ceiling of each floor, which of course is the foundation for the next level. It is definitely not going to be a solid structure, and eventually it's going to be a house of cards that comes crashing down. The third type of approach is someone committed to true mastery. Those who embrace the Master's Path by enjoying those growth phases, by anticipating and not being thrown off by the post-growth dip, by enjoying and maximizing the progress phase, and they're prepared to take a step back in preparation for the next growth phase. It's important to know, though, that if you are committed to long-term growth and success, the progress phase will be the most important one of these 4 to master. I learned really early on in my coaching career that helping my clients stay engaged and continually maximizing the progress phase is a critical element in coaching them to true success and fulfillment. Now, there are 3 elements I want to leave you with today to help you fully maximize the progress phase. Number 1, take time during this phase to work on small incremental improvements to what you're currently doing. Typically, there's no time for this during a growth phase, but often those small incremental improvements can make the biggest difference in your success. Number 2, deliberately apply and practice what you learned on the previous growth phase. If you take time to do this, you'll be amazed at how far you can go, and in the bigger picture, how much faster you can even get there. And number 3, you want to turn the most important learnings from the previous growth phase into your new normal, which means turning them into habits and systems to the point that this level and the behaviors that go with it become your new baseline. As a coach, my commitment is to supporting my clients in finding and experiencing true success and fulfillment in their lives and their business. And the Master's Path is just one method by which you can do just that. Enjoy it, use it, and spread the word. Signing off, this is Debra.